Hey, it's Steve coming to you here from Casper, Wyoming. It's August 7th, 2020. Wow, it's already August. This year's going by so fast with the pandemic and all the stuff that's been going on. Today, I want to talk to you about, are you too smart to succeed? Um, you know, and you're probably saying, what? You can't be too smart to succeed. But I just want to tell you, if everybody knows somebody that's really super successful. I mean, they've got just seems like everything's going for them, and yet you're sitting there going, somebody like me, for example. I don't have a college education. I barely made it through high school. I mean, I had to get through high school. I had to work really super hard. I mean, literally that last year, my senior year at high school, I stayed up most nights until 2, 3 in the morning doing schoolwork so that I could I could graduate that year because I just goofed off so much in my high school years, except for when I was a senior. The last 6 months, it was just a lot of work, and anyway, it didn't have anything to do with smarts. It had to do with how much work. And so, what I'm talking about is, are you too smart to succeed? Are you waiting until everything, all the lights are on green before you go? You're thinking too much. I really believe that if you think way too much, you'll end up where you'll never do anything. And so there's a concept out there. It's called do the 2%. So set a goal. But let's say you're in sales and you want to call 25 people in a day, which is completely doable. And so sit down, set the goal. The problem is if you think too much. Oh, I'm not sure what they're going to say. I don't have my desk organized. I don't have. I'm not exactly sure what I want to talk to them about. What if they say this, and you start overthinking this whole thing, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll think of, all right, they'll look at a customer and they'll say, well, I'm not sure. What if they say this? Then I got to react with this, and overthinking can end up in a place where a lot of people are, where they never really do anything about their goal. They just end up not doing it at all. And so then at the end of the day, they may be called one person when the goal is to call 25. And what I want to say is, once you get an idea, what do you do with it? When I was younger, when I did get out of high school, I made a decision I wanted to be in business, and I had no idea what that looked like. I don't have anybody that I knew in my family that were in business, and I didn't have any clue what that would look like. And so I sought after books. I did go to college for 3 weeks and took business courses, and realized those guys that are if they knew anything about business, they would be in business and they would own a business and they wouldn't be teaching it. And so they taught me all the reasons why you're going to fail in business, and it created a lot of fear inside me. And so I found some other books and other teaching. Think and Grow Rich was one of them, and Og Mandino, the greatest salesman in the world. I mean, there's a bunch of them out there, and there's a bunch of good stuff that people are writing today too. These are older ones, but that's what I started with, and I got into where I was. I just sat down and I said, okay, I want to be in business. I found a business, and then I didn't realize, reading those books, I realized I had to get the word out that I was in business. You just don't open your doors or just, at that time it was a home business, and just, I had to come up with a plan of how are we going to succeed? What am I going to do? And one of the ideas is go door to door, and obviously there was a lot of fear of doing that and everything, and so I just did it. I just said, all right, tomorrow I'm going to just go door to door. I'm going to go knock on doors and get over that fear and talk to people. And I came up with a script, and I read these books and just applied what they told me to do, and essentially completely starting with absolutely nothing, maybe $20. I started doing business. One of the things I did door to door that almost anybody could do is I painted numbers on curbs, and at that time I'd ask like for $5 or whatever, and it just, the great thing about that is it got me over the fear of knocking on doors and talking to people, and there's all kinds of reasons, even today especially, but way really back then why you shouldn't do that. But if you have the right attitude, and and you smile a little bit. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, yeah, there's people there. You're gonna get, if you go out there, you're gonna get doors slammed in your face. And I guess I could, whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna figuratively get doors slammed in your face. You're gonna have people say no to you, and it's are you going to give up, or are you just going to adjust? Right now there's a pandemic, and a lot of businesses are shut down. People are, have a lot of fear. They're scared of getting a virus and all that stuff. And do we let that hold us back, or do we just press forward and have some faith and just go for it anyway, and don't use that as an excuse not to do something with your life? So when you're too smart to succeed, it just won't work for you. You'll end up finding all the reasons not to do it. So sometimes you just have to unlearn stuff. That 3 weeks of college that I had, it took me a year to unlearn the stuff that I'd learned, because the guy teaching that course had never owned a business. He was a teacher. He was a full-time teacher, and I love teachers. Don't get me wrong. Both my parents are teachers, but as far as business and what to do in business, he didn't have a clue. So do the 2%. Just get into action. Set a goal. Don't think it too much. Don't analyze too much. Just get into action with it. And that's been a real way that I've been able to succeed, is just not thinking a whole lot. Come up with the idea and just do it. So anyway, if this is going to help you, I hope so. And if you, I would just encourage you, ask yourself the question: am I too smart to succeed? Am I thinking things too much and not getting into action? And then, so get into action, set your goals, and then get after it. So have a great day, and talk to you soon.